Yeah. You are now tapped in to another episode of Must Be Two Sides Podcast. I'm your host, call me Woog.
It's your boy, Cash F.
I'm Janea.
I'm Cheno, the hood good fella.
I'm Iron.
What? I just thought about something. What happened to the claps this week? What happened to the claps? Yeah, hold on. Wait.
I want to start.
Yeah, we got to start this over. Hold on, wait. This way. Don't start this all the way over.
Oh, God.
It's real light.
Start all over.
You know what I'm saying? Must be two sides. You know what I'm saying? It was light.
She loud.
On the first
You loud
one.
right now.
Go again, huh? We live now.
No, I'm not giving you no play. I'm not lost. I did my part.
You did do your part. Definitely.
All right, here we go.
There we go.
Yeah. You're now tapped in to another episode of Must Be Two Sides Podcast.
There we go. You know? Oh, yeah, Wood.
Yeah,
Do yourself again. Let's try this again.
Say
Bro.
one more time.
Yeah, one more time.
Well, you know, I am your host, call me Woog.
It's your boy, Cash F.
I'm Janea.
I'm Cheno, the hood good fella.
And I'm Iron.
There we go.
There we go.
How y'all doing today?
Good, man. Glad to be in Detroit.
So is this your first time up here, Tino?
First time here, first time riding the airplane and everything. Yeah, man.
So
Checking
first
in
time
the
getting
deep.
on the plane?
First time.
How old are you, brother?
I'm 35.
Why are you 35 and just not getting on the plane?
I ain't never been nowhere. Nigga trying to move around now, dig?
It be like
First
that.
place you came is Starfield.
Nah, you know, I lived in you did that? I can't believe you did that to me. Why she did that? Nah, I lived in Florida now. I lived in Florida for about 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't my first place of being. I've been to Virginia too, but I didn't fly. I always drove. You know what I'm saying? We drove everywhere
Virginia
we
don't
went.
really count though.
It don't. Why it don't? It ain't nothing to do.
She on your ass, boy.
Sad.
Y'all been, I ain't gonna lie, y'all been into it since we got in here.
Not really. I ain't even said nothing to her. You know what I'm
So
saying?
is there a back?
Cool.
Is there?
No, we cool. No, not now. You go good. Oh God, no.
So how did you link up with Onion? Because before, you know, I'm gonna let you tell us how you linked up with Onion, and then I'm gonna just jump on his back, because that's my big brother.
Okay. Well, it all started like we had a studio session with Jug, man, and we chose a studio to go to tap in. So we did, and that's how I met Onion.
Okay. Oh, you must be nice, because he don't just work with anybody.
Right. He be trying to be on nigga ass about it, but he cool as hell.
So let me say, is he positively on your ass?
Yeah. I mean, like we just now, you know, linking. You know what I'm saying? So after this weekend, we probably gonna be in the mix a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So Onion.
Yes, sir.
Yes, let's talk, brother. Yeah, you ain't think you was gonna have to talk today, huh? Welcome to Must Be Two Sides, brother. So let's talk to Onion. So Onion, tell the people who you are.
Iron. That's it.
And where you from?
Linwood.
And what do you do? Gatekeeper.
I got a good cliche I've been using. It's Made West. I may not be the plug, but I am the extension.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So, would you like to say some of the people that you work with, or got some of the people? You don't want to name drop?
Nah.
Okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway. So, look, God damn it.
Hey.
Because I've been waiting to do
Yeah.
this for a while, you know what I'm saying? Because that's my big brother, you know what I'm saying? This is really a gatekeeper. Like, everybody be wanting to know, like, well, how did this person get here? Or how did this person get there? Or how did this person from this camp get to CMG? Or how did Doughboys get to TI first and all that? Man, that's Onion. You know, if you got to go see Onion. At some part in your music career here in Detroit, you got to go see Onion. It's not a person here who is on, regardless if they going to get this man his credit or not, who can say that Onion ain't helped them somewhere in their career.
Right.
Shut up.
That's dope. That's dope.
A lot of people, though, it was their potential that really got them in the gate. I just kind of saw it and was like, ooh, let me kind of help it along, like, or I referenced them in certain instances and things of that nature, because I was also at the time finding my way through a lot of stuff. So I would use, as you were saying, I wouldn't name drop now. Back then, I would name drop. I would go, I got Doughboys, they sweet as hell from Detroit, or Team Eastside, or Babyface Ray, or shit, whoever, Matasha, anybody. I would utilize the people's talents in order to get me in the door of the industry. Like, well, what you got to offer from Detroit? Well, I got Dej Loafs is next, and these kind of people is next. Like they finna pop. Like, you should understand this. Like, I took Babyface Ray to CMG 8 years ago in 2015. You know what I mean? So like, I had seen that he was gonna be spectacular way back then, but not just him, just multitudes. So it was their talents that allowed me to have something to go say to somebody else that got me in the door.
Sometimes it ain't just the talent, it's about who you know.
Right.
You gotta have a reference. Okay, so that was the artist part, you know. So welcome to Must Be Two Sides, brother.
Yeah.
So on our podcast, you know, I don't know if you know, we let the artists, because, you know, you probably did interviews before about why you started rapping and all that other stuff. All the little cliche stuff. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We come with these topics, and we going to put you on blast and see how you feel.
Right.
So we just going to go back to some old subjects, because you from down south, right, brother?
Right.
Are you using Miracle, and this for you too, because you're a guest, and Onion, this for you too. When you make a sandwich, are you using Miracle Whip or mayo?
Come on, man. I'm using Duke, man. Duke
I'm
mayo.
sorry, what is that?
Duke mayo.
Duke mayo? Okay, so that's mayo. I don't see how I'm, okay, so mayo.
I'm
blue
not
plate.
really a mayo person.
So you going Miracle Whip?
I'm going plain.
I'm gonna
I'm just.
Womp, 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 womp. I ain't
Wait a
never had a
minute,
dry sandwich.
I like the pickles and the juice from the meat.
I bet you do. The pickle and the juice from the meat. Hey.
Vibing with the shirt and the glass. Now you just.
Hey, listen, once you kind of told me, like, you kind of like, okay, you got a little color going on, your glasses, and you had already referenced me with a few of the stars that you probably kind of influenced. I was like, she might be fucking with me a little bit. So I was just like, you know.
What
Like,
that got to do with what I just said?
hey, so listen, we dudes, like a lot of dudes, you got to talk about the meat and the juice, my baby. Like, I'm still a dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you had the mic, like, I look at your hands, and I'm like, oh, she got nice nails because her hands did. Like, okay, she ain't one of them girls that her hands ain't
My
did.
sister Mary T.
All right, bet. Solid to your sister, because when you grabbed that mic, I was like, okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
bad.
That do
The way you
mean a
hold that
lot,
mic.
though.
Yeah, the way you held that mic, you know, I was like, okay.
That do mean a lot. Plus them grippers is done.
Yeah.
I don't want to grab the mic no more. I feel like,
You no hands then, huh?
you know what?
No hands. Damn. man.
What's your album about? Let's talk about that, because
The host. Come on, host. Guys, okay.
Go ahead.
Nah, it's real positive. You know, I don't you know, talk about nothing too. You know, no shoot 'em up, bang bang on mine. It just
You ain't
know,
smoking dead ops.
Nah, heck no, man. I just keep it all the way real, man. I just be me on that thing. You know what I mean? I ain't got no lies to tell nobody.
Okay. God. So how long you been doing? Oh, my fault.
Since I was in like the 6th grade.
Okay. So you one of them ones who had to. So was you like a battle rapper?
No, never.
Never a battle rapper?
No.
How you feel about battle rap?
I love battle rap.
Why you ain't never tried?
It ain't something that I'm into. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't ever just sit down and write a rap to battle. You know, that ain't my forte.
are you lyrically like quick on your feet?
Kinda, sort of. If I'm, you know, like I don't write anything really, so I would say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Both
Then.
then.
Yeah.
So you can give me a quick 8 bars about some Fiji water?
Probably not.
Okay. Hey, listen. I just want to see how far we can take it. Brother. I just want to see how far we can take it. I just want to see how far we can take it. You know, I like my brother sitting over here. He looking like Morpheus. I like it.
I want to know where the other host went. Like, he just dipped. He didn't say host podcast.
See, listen.
He give us the church
So
finger.
listen, look.
Not
So
like,
this
you know,
is the thing. This is why this must be two sides. As long as one of the original hosts on here, the show goes
No, that was
on,
cool.
baby.
I didn't know if you could come back in here though, like, you know, what with chips or something, like a snack or something. You can't smoke here, like, you know. It was like
Oh my God.
I do
specifically.
apologize. I do apologize.
It was specifically like, oh, don't you do that because you was gonna be a nigga if you do that.
Oh,
Like,
so look.
you're a nigga, a real black colored folk.
I'm not gonna lie. I want you to find out.
Free up here, y'all not.
Yeah, y'all not free up there, back down there. She didn't even know I was here. She told me we free up here. Evidently not, because if I go out in that lot, they gonna call Master on you out here in Southfield, and they gonna come in this legal state where marijuana at. and tell you you can't smoke weed in a legal state.
So what?
Or marijuana act.
Where did you think he was from?
No, it was her.
I just can't.
It was her.
Oh,
Yeah.
girl.
It was girl, boy.
You ain't think he was from here?
Oh.
I seen them come in with them. You feel me? I
So
thought they was
she's-
an act. You know what I'm saying?
An act. I like an act.
Oh.
Nah, I like an act.
No, you know, I was
He
trying
ain't
to say
taking
hard.
that
Way
lightly.
too much.
He ain't taking
I look
that
like an
lightly.
act. Nah,
He
I
was
never.
like,
I look like people exes.
when
But
she
I'm
said
an act.
he was like, so what are we?
Don't swing your chair.
Yeah, like
Don't swing your chair so you won't.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you good, you good.
They be wanting people to have their own personal camera time. That's all. You know.
Ooh.
It's no. It's like one of them. I ain't gonna lie though. It's kind of
POV.
nice though.
Boundaries.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when you look at everybody else's podcast, like they just got this like round table. You know what I'm saying? And people don't get like they close up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes when people talk, you just want the camera to come off that person to see everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we catch all kind of little stuff. If you watch our show, we got certain clips. You say certain things on here, the whole table might look at you crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, speaking of legal weed, how are you enjoying the weed here?
Oh man, it's amazing, bro. Hey, just to walk outside and just be anywhere to smoke weed. I rolled past like 7-8 cars straight. Everybody smoking. I'm like, yeah, that's what's going. You did.
Yes. So
For real.
Where he take you to? Where you taking to? You know,
oh shit, we've been shooting around this
Yeah.
city. Really, shout out to my homeboys and my family here. Really appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
They gave me they scat pack like, oh, y'all go out here and scat pack it around the city. You know,
That right?
You know, so
I'm surprised you ain't in the truck, the Mercedes truck that everybody like to bounce in.
Oh yeah, I just didn't feel like all the stuff that come with the Mercedes truck, but I wanted to like do some different shit. Like I kind of got tired of the Mercedes truck being in Atlanta. Like I had it feel of the Maybach truck for already. Like it's kind of like, all right, it did what it did.
Okay.
Nah, it's time for all new things. So
Did you take him on Linwood?
take them on Linwood. Yeah, my clothing store is on Linwood and Dexter.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What's the name of it?
Fine Nose Clothing Boutique.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is it for women or men or just for men?
unisex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, Cheno, I got something for you.
Yeah.
So your experience being in Detroit, after all the things that you had heard about Detroit, the things that you might have preconceived about Detroit, and all those type of things, what is it that since your experience of being in Detroit, what is it that you was like, damn, I never would have thought that's a great experience. Like, oh, that's fly as hell about our city. Like if you was to go back and be like, damn, well, how was it? Like, what's something you gonna be for sure to be like, yeah.
What's the first thing?
You better answer right, too.
And the first thing I'm gonna say is, shit, you can smoke in Poland, you can smoke anywhere.
Okay.
That's the dopest shit to me. And like just to be here to visit, I ain't really been too many places. Like I love it here. Like I love the way it look. I love to just ride this motherfucker all day and just look. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I love the way it look, man. I'm telling you, I appreciate this town for real. Detroit, what's happening? The D was good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So look, Cheno, so what's the name of this new album?
It's called Electric.
Electric. And so what's the influence behind it?
The influence behind Electric is like I take CMOS a lot. You
Okay.
feel me? And so I went to reading up on Dr. Sabi, and me and my partner Trouble, we went to reading up on him, and it was like, you know, CMOS make you electric. You know, we went to taking this. I mean, we do a lot of shit on it. You know, like far as like, you know, give you energy. You know what I'm saying? As you know, as a nigga grow older, man, nigga don't have much energy, but CMOS give you a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like I'm electric, and I did a lot of music on CMOS and in the it all night. Keep me up all night, good eating. I wouldn't get sleepy. I wouldn't be tired the next day when I do go to sleep. Right. And I did feel electric. I do feel electric. I feel like all black people are electric. Dig?
I like it. So it's healthy. I like it. I like that. That's healthy music. I like it. Like how that whole little influence came together on that. Okay, well,
We get off into it.
yeah, they
Okay.
want to know where you went.
All right.
Here comes the. Oh,
Yeah,
wait
like
a
what
minute.
tip
I just
was
thought
it?
about something too. So y'all might not know. Wood is the garbage man. You know what I'm saying? He's the garbage man. You feel me?
Hey.
He don't work with the mafia. You know what I'm saying? He the garbage man. You know what I'm saying? That's what coming do the truck, right?
He go missing a lot.
I told him, you know what I'm saying? I told him, I was telling him again this week. If your garbage can, listen.
Wait, he done told me a couple times, like, yeah, I ain't pick your garbage up. I'm like, you dirty
See what I'm saying? See, you don't pick her garbage up, but I'm letting you know, people, if your garbage can is not being returned,
Blame him.
blame Wood. He's taking y'all garbage cans, and he's when the arm thing let go, he just letting the whole thing go, and then he blamed it on because last week, if you watched the show, he said if you want a brand new trash can, that he can just throw your shit away for you. Then I got to thinking about that, like. Nigga, you gotta call the city to get a new goddamn
I'm
trash
telling
can,
you, now
nigga.
you got the hookup.
But they already got the garbage can though.
I'm still scratching my head on this one, brother.
They done bought a new one already.
Terrible, man. Come on with the bullshit.
All right. How you doing, brother? Yeah, right there. All right. Question. We'll get up into it. How would your enemy describe you if you had one?
Child.
Ooh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Anybody?
Anybody.
Well,
I don't
can
know
tell
how
you.
ghosts talk.
Ooh.
Shit.
Hey.
That's why I told you. That's why you keep your glasses on, cause you.
He a nigga from Linwood.
Yeah.
One
And
thing-
I was saying that, and I'm not even like referencing to like
no violence.
physical death.
Yeah.
Shit, people dead to me. Like I ain't got no enemies. I ain't got no ops. Opposition. I mean, I got an opponent. Like you not even on my level. Like I ain't got no opponent, so I ain't gonna have an opposition. And then like Jay Will called me the other day. And he said like, listen, everybody they talking about they got ops. That's because they corny and boring. Don't nobody want to be their friend.
Right.
That's why they finding like mad at everybody else. Like, ooh, you my op, and you my op, and you my, because don't nobody want to be your friend. You like weak ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
And
so,
you know what I peep too? Like, for y'all young niggas, like, bro, where is the females at? Like, I'm tired of seeing y'all young niggas with these videos and all y'all got like 30,000 or better. I'm proud of y'all for having money. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't got no bitches. Like, where is the bitches? Like, it ain't not one female. It's you, 5 of your niggas, and all 5 of y'all got guns and y'all got dicks on.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the language. It's all of us, not just them, me, all of us. First off, men want to be with women.
Hello.
Like niggas, Negroes, or any of that shit that don't actually define who we truly is. Like it's up in the air what you can put onto that and like attach to that. It's like a virus. Anything can attach onto this virus. It got a life of its own because we keep labeling ourselves so much weak ass stuff. So all this weak realities that come with it gonna stand there. Like if we keep of a man going after bitches and hoes, he not gonna never be able to be a man.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And
But do they really want to be men? That's the question.
sure, men want to be men.
Man.
Men, not
little
niggas,
boys and
not
niggas.
males,
Yeah.
not boys, not indoctrinated, none of that shit. Men who know what being a man is about want manhood. Like we don't want nothing but that. Like I don't know how to veer off of what I am. I won't. You know what I mean? Like, and I even correcting myself was in speech is a part of being a man. Like I know that that's part of the reason how they got us. Cause like we don't think that it's enough to speak higher about ourselves or exalt ourselves higher in speech. In with references to anything. So the little young niggas that only be around, you don't see no bitches in their videos and shit like that. Because it's like such an off balance thing, you know what I mean? Because first off, we not even niggas and bitches. So of course everything gonna be offset in that cycle in that world because it's not depicted in a balanced kind of way. It's like it's not our balance.
So I have a question. As a woman, how do you support a man in his becoming stages?
How do a woman support a man in the
Yeah,
stage?
I'm not telling you how to be a man, of course, but how do I support you in your mistakes, your ups and downs?
Shit, you got mistakes and ups and downs, right?
That's true.
So y'all got to be able to really to accept. See, they keep pitching this love thing, right? Like that's like the biggest thing to
And it's
accomplish.
perfect.
Like love, love, it could be whatever, but love is like the epitome of everything. And no one tell people about acceptance. Like acceptance, like you gonna accept somebody. You can love somebody, and your love can be a prison to them. You can be obsessed with that person in love with them. So your love can be in prison. Or like it's parents that love their children, but they don't know how to properly feed them, nurture them, send them to right schools. we put our children in the hands of oppressors. So like love could be, it's too many like options. Like it's too wide open for that. But acceptance. So if you really accept dude and you know he finna go through trials, errors, he finna evolve, he finna grow, he gonna miss a step or two here and there. If you accept him, you're gonna be able to deal with that. But if you can't accept that, you're not. You know what I mean?
Cheno, what you think? You've been quiet over here.
What I think about what?
Oh my God.
That
Where have
question.
you been?
That was
I mean-
deep. That was a deep one.
Yeah, he pretty much answered it for me. Basically, I said,
I'm sure about this. I'm gonna say it real fast. I think with the question you asked, like, you have to be in tune with self. It goes back to the discussion earlier. Like, if you're not in tune with yourself, you ain't gonna never know how to
Love
care
somebody
for
else.
Or help. We as men look for women for the moral support, the moral things of life, like the nurturing, the help, the love factor when it's unconditional. You see what I'm saying? Love is a word that can be conditional or unconditional. If you do something for me, or I feel like I can get something out you, I'm gonna love you more. But if I don't feel like I can get nothing out you, or you feel like you ain't doing enough for me, then she's just a knockoff. You know what I'm saying? So that's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? But the first and foremost thing you have to do, you have to be in tune with self and all the things that come along with that. And as long as you're in tune with yourself, anything that you choose to deal with, you're going to be able to deal with that at that moment, at that time.
Right.
Or you choose not to. And you may come back to it. Because everything in life is a shelf. You're either going to pull off of it or you're going to put it up there.
right.
You know, Big, with that, I do got a question. We're going to spin it back, but my question is, why do people feel like you have to have an admission for you to fuck with them?
I know, right? The
Yeah.
You know, like that's a...
Right.
Yeah, why do people? Yeah, that's because some people these days do feel like you got to have a certain type of job, or you got to
Yeah.
be in a certain type of class of people, or
Pigeons don't hang with crows, so why not?
But I have a little defense to that, because once you've done all your self-care work, you fought for you, you've done everything for you, why would you settle for somebody who just like, oh, okay, I'm okay with being...
But this is the thing,
XYZ.
right? Like, so it's I get that part, right? But it's kind of like, where do you kind of know, like, how do you pull if this person is a crow or if this person is a pigeon? Like, because the way things are set up now, people don't even really have a conversation or even give anybody enough eye contact to even know, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on with a person, or to even think, to even try to get to know a person. Because now a person to see, oh, well, you hang out with them people, or that's your group of friends. Well, that's how you are, not knowing, like, these are just people I'm around. I don't even really rock with these people like that. You know what I'm saying?
But the people you hang around do depict a lot about your character. Like, if I came, like when I come into Detroit, so like I came in with artists, right? So every time I come in, I be bringing artists and stuff. When I get here, I take them around music stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
So I came here and I can start going around the robbers, the killers, and all that. I can start coming around there, and it's gonna have a depiction on my character.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Like, when I came here a couple of times, you see me with the robbers and the killers, and I bring the artists around the robbers and the killers, you can be like, them artists probably rob and kill shit.
Right.
You get what I mean? So, like, you can't, like, my woman, like, she be like, I'm going out with my friends, and I know her friends some hoes. Like, you can't tell me you're not about to be out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you hanging with? Like, I'm not going to Vegas with my single homeboys. Like, I know what's finna go in Vegas. Like, they finna rock out with their socks out. You know what I mean? So,
It kind of like...
So what about, so this is the question, right? Because I got somebody on my live that said, and it make a lot of sense to say, sometimes you got to be careful because you meet people in a transition period. So what if this person is coming out of that? You see what I'm saying?
that's on
Like,
that
she could still
person's
be
transition.
she could still be the friend is not the hoe no more. This the wholesome.
But
She ain't the hoe.
No
That's
more.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
But what if she never was? Like, so this is the thing.
So how you with the hoes?
So look, this is how I look at it, right? I'm one of them type of people who, you know, you can kind of throw me wherever,
Yeah.
and I can, you know, I'm going to be okay. But that's
you
not
have a boundary, right?
I have boundaries, but at the same time, what other people do don't make me shit.
That right. True.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
And also, yeah, I might know them, and those might be family, but the things that they do are not a reflection of me. Because I got
you
some
don't
young.
hang around them. Like, you know them and their family. You talking about people
On some like an everyday,
right, like,
everyday.
the way he depicted was like
okay,
people who
okay.
frequent and are interactive more often, presumably with the crowd of people.
Okay. Now when
for
you,
you
say
to be labeled.
Okay.
So that's the only way you're gonna be labeled by that, because you readily or commonly around these particular type of people. Now, if my girl just comes to Detroit and her cousin them they some hoes, and she hang with them because her cousin them, then she come back home and she don't never hang with them type of people. I just hung with them when I was in the city, like, ooh, they was wild as hell. Got back home to regular life.
Right.
That's not the same thing. But if she keep, I'm going back to Detroit. I'm going to hang with them. They going to Vegas. They going to Miami. They going to Myrtle Beach.
I just feel like it's about trust. Like, it don't matter who you with, who you are, or how it go. Like, if you trust that person, then you trust that person. If you don't, then you don't got to be with them. You feel me? So you can't put steps on everything a person do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she go out night after night, like, you know what I meyou if you don't trust her, let her go. If you do, then be with her, you know what I'm saying? Or be whomever, you know what I'm saying? How it go. I just feel like it's trust. You got to watch who you deal with. If you know she ain't for you or she, whatever, then you shouldn't be there. But if you with a person that you constantly bicker about them going this and doing that right there, obviously y'all ain't meant to be together no way, because it ain't no trust. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what the hell I'm talking about, Cheno.
It's a cliche says you are like the most 5 people that you hang around on a day-to-day basis, right? So you think about it from a child, girl, mother, dog, cat, daddy, uncle, whoever, a friend, whoever. So you are like the most 5 people around. Now the offset that myself and Cheno are totally different. Right. But we have a common ground.
Right.
I know thoughts and I know things of him that from being around him that he may have voiced to me, or things that he don't even know I know, but just from being around him I picked up on it. Exactly. Or we done had a slight conversation, right? Mm-hmm. So, but where our common ground comes in, that we had a homie that passed, like, shout out to rest in peace, Quentin.
Yeah, rest in peace, Quentin, man. Forever Bigs.
We had Big showed people that had so much hate or discernment in their heart. When he passed, you realize how much of a loving person he was,
right?
And you didn't even really realize it's not what
definitely.
He did, it's not what he said. It was his everyday character.
Right. Definitely.
The smile, the smile, the helping hand, this, that, and the third. So I say all that to say this: anybody that you deal with, you can't. God gives you the criteria to judge, but He doesn't give you the right to judge. So if you can deal with a person for who they are, but first and foremost, they have to deal with themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
Because in today's world that we live in, it's 2 things: sight and feel. It's sight and feel. What I can see and what I can touch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know
right.
Social media has this world in so
all
many
the ways, man.
We're gonna say something. We're gonna say the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
You
right.
can see and touch so much stuff
at the click of a finger.
Click of a button.
Yeah.
You got a 6-month-old, 7-month-old, 2-year-old child that know how to operate a phone,
right.
but can't even say dad.
Right.
Can't even say mama. You know what I'm saying? But they know how to go on Coco Miller, JoJo, or they know how to get on YouTube to entertain them.
Yeah.
So we as people are coming up in the world where we simply want to be entertained.
Right.
Or we simply want to see what we can see and emulate it. Yeah. Or we want to feel what we can feel. Oh, I see all this love stuff and it just gets the hearts on the bed. But you don't know where these folks coming from.
Right.
You don't know what happened after the camera went.
And what I'm starting to really realize is, like, within the black community now, it's like stuff like the word love being, like you said, conditional and unconditional is finally starting to get talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of feel like I'm 33. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I kind of feel like our age range, like, although I'm grown, I still be feeling like a kid sometimes.
Right.
Because a lot of
that stop with y'all generation, that's where it's sad to say this. It simultaneously pretty much stops with y'all Because the kids behind that,
Yeah.
the generation behind the 33, the 32, the 30,
Yeah.
the generation behind that, they don't even know what that is because they refuse that.
They refuse love.
They say, fuck
Right.
it.
And but you know what it is? It's like, so we talked about this on the show, and it's words like, once again going back, it's words like trauma and pain that get used when those aren't the words that need to be used, when this is actually things that actually happen. You see what I'm saying? Facts are facts. And when every time, like with our generation, we don't have love, well, the ones behind us don't really have love and accept love because we weren't really taught what love was coming up. We
From the
felt
root.
like we felt love.
It started at the root.
You see what I'm saying? We know grandmama loved us.
Right.
We know mama loved us.
Right.
We know daddy loved us. We know auntie and uncle them loved us. But they never put off in us how to love a partner. And that's why our generation relationships be so messed up, because only thing they taught us coming up was we was too young for relationships,
Right.
and y'all don't have sex.
Right.
And kids being kids, we're going to revolt and do the opposite of what it is you saying. So now we got this horny ass generation now,
Right.
of people who can't have any type of real relationship because, going back to the main thing, it's self first, and then the fact that we weren't taught certain things, and all of us aren't mature enough to have these conversations in these type of settings without it turning into, well, the women need to do this, and mama, and well, I didn't have and female, well, I didn't have a daddy, and they cuddling. You see what I'm saying? Because with that, once again, like Anya was saying, and bro, we own this a lot. What we say out of our mouths is what we are. When I first got in this chair, the very first thing he kept trying to tell me was, bro, just stop telling yourself you're paralyzed. Regardless to what's going on, stop telling yourself you're paralyzed. You need to start thinking as if you moving. And as hard as that is, you see what I'm saying? It was kind of more so like, don't be stuck in that chair because you stuck in that chair. It's more that you can do. It's more that you can move, that you can move around. Your mind still work. You can still do certain things. So when bro called me on to do this podcast, you see what I'm saying? This kind of gave me a chance to get my brother back his flowers. As much as I be want to actually have a platform, I finally got my own platform, and he don't know it, but that's how God works. You see what I'm saying? I finally get my own platform to give my brother back some flowers that I feel like he deserved. Because a lot of where I am now, I wasn't trying to be here. It's going funny, for real, for real.
Salute.
See what I'm saying? Like, people don't know. Like, I met Onion from throwing parties at the strip club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that just rolled down into us having, you know what I'm saying, knowing mutual people, and it built into a family. But when you look up and you shot in the hospital and your own day ones ain't popping up, and somebody that you just met at the bar can come and sit down with you and check and sit there and also go have conversations with your family, and is having side conversations with my mama and my homeboys who talking about, oh, we gonna do this, that, and the third, ain't doing this, that, and the third. It's a different background. It's somebody who genuinely care. So when this man speak, and whenever he say something, be like, oh yeah, okay, we gotta do it.
Right.
We gotta do it.
Definitely.
Because he's not gonna tell you anything he's not gonna do yourself. It's the positivity factor, and we need more of it.
Salute.
It's about Cheno, though. Let's go back to Cheno.
Yeah.
So, Cheno, you from Gainesville, and you down here in Detroit with Bigs, right?
Right.
So, like, what's next for you? Matter of fact, what have you been doing since you've been here? Have you done any music things since you've been here?
Oh, definitely. I hit the studio with some good guys last night, man. Shout out Goo and shout out Ray, man. I enjoyed them so much.
You in there with Goo.
Yeah, man. They showed the kids so much love, man. I appreciate that for sure.
Oh, did he put you in there with Hell of a yet?
No, he ain't met Hell. Hell was busy, but
Okay.
he working, though. He came in working.
Right.
I'm putting you like this, right? If you really rock with Detroit, you gotta have a hell of a track. Like, it's like
hell of a baby.
It's like hell of a, it's like hell of is like
stamped.
A stamp, and then like the next ones after that, I would have to say would be like your Key Monies and then,
Peanut was there last night though.
yeah, shout
Peanut
out
came in that
Peanut, too.
last night, went crazy.
Shout
So
out
we ain't
Peanut.
gonna just not like hell of a my baby. Y'all know I love hell to death.
But I ain't gonna lie, the upper been going
Like,
crazy.
put like this, Detroit Motown music, we inherited this musical genius. So
It's back.
it's way more than just hell. It's all of us, you know what I mean? We all out here in these
Right.
streets.
So wait, quick question. Next thing.
Yeah.
Since you been here, what food?
Oh,
Did he take you to
Coney.
the- I knew.
Coney.
Okay.
Let's go, Coney Island.
Okay.
Good shit.
Who you say? Who you
Oh,
say?
you took him to Hash Browns?
Hash Brown.
Oh, you took him to go get the Kool-Aid.
It's, uh,
Oh, we didn't even get to
Okay.
get no Kool-Aid.
They ain't had a Kool-Aid?
No, he didn't want none.
No, you can't say I didn't want none. I didn't even know. You can't say
He
I didn't
told
want-
you. He said that big old jug of Kool-Aid.
But
He's-
by time
no,
we had-
bro,
come
you
on.
about to
But by
cap.
time-
You
No.
about to cap because he told you that big
No.
old jug.
No,
And we
we-
talked about being diabetic and you got to get a cup of ice with it.
Nah,
Am I big? Am I capping?
Nah, because you got
That green bottle. Remember that big old green bottle?
I did not see that. I did not
So
see
listen.
that. Oh yeah, I was sitting at the damn.
Yeah, you about to cap.
It slipped my mind though. Yeah, it slipped my mind. I seen that big jug. I was like, damn, I want some of that. I should have.
See how it changed? That must be two
But I ain't
times.
gone yet.
Got him. Got him.
Hey.
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah.
We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes.
Right.
Is there a such thing as a good narcissist? Is there a such thing as one?
I wanted to know that. What's a narcissist?
What's the
I'm gonna take my
A
glasses off.
person. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of
Do I
definition.
gotta pull up
That's a
Google?
big word. It's a word.
Hey, I just started hearing that word about myself recently.
Listen,
But that's
between
not
the,
you accept
I was about to
it,
say,
though.
Nah,
Nah, I don't
listen,
accept it.
Words like words like narcissist, toxic,
Right.
energy, going back to like we said the like those, like he said, them control words, bro. That shit
It
don't
is.
really mean nothing, man. Like
But
just like
Energy? No, that shit real.
it's real.
That's real.
But it's
That's
about
big
the
energy.
way of the wording, how you were saying it.
Yeah,
That's the wording.
yeah.
Discernment kills energy because you be able to pick up on what's
Right.
good and what's bad.
It was bad. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to know somebody to be able to pick
Right.
up on their aura.
I'm real mad, Biggs. You came on here and dropped all this knowledge, and they don't get to see your face.
I know, right? He even
Back my
lectured
black.
me over here.
Back my
Yeah, it's
throat.
definitely
He be
about
dropping off
Cheno.
them jewels, doggy.
It's definitely about Cheno.
He could have got the microphone. He could have got the microphone.
My dog can still be.
Look, look,
in
look,
there.
I'm
That's
bringing
my
them
dog.
back to Detroit. Though.
I was
I'm
about
bringing
to
them
say
back. I'm bringing
Thank
them
you.
back because Cheno need to really get comfortable. Like yesterday,
here.
me and Biggs did a thing on it yesterday. We peeled the plank. It wasn't a prank, but we left him with Goo and everybody at the studio. Like, there y'all go, and we got stuff we need to go do. You know, so he had to.
You make it sound so nice.
Yeah, it was great because he was in great hands. Like I know my people gonna be in great hands. Biggs know from discernment and interacting with me.
Right.
He was gonna be in good hands.
I ain't gonna
he
lie.
had to find out he was in good hands.
Oh man, they treated me so good though. Like I'm talking about all the guys. They treated me right. Like it's real people around the world. You
But
dig what I'm
listen,
saying?
that go back to Big Bro being who Big Bro is. I'm telling. Listen, I ain't can put you right. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't can take you to the middle of the ghetto and put you around 4 ferocious pit bulls and tell you to sit in the middle and tell you, I guarantee you, ain't none of these 4 dogs gonna bite you at all. They gonna bite everything around you, but not you, and it's gonna happen just like that.
Yeah, and you know, I'm a trust person. You know what I'm saying? And I don't trust a lot of things. But me coming here with Onion and he's showing me around, man, I'm talking about. I really appreciate you. I tell him that all the time. Since we've been here, I done told him how many times I done told you.
Enough to not keep telling me.
You see what I'm saying?
Be like,
For
tired
real.
of
but we
For
definitely.
real.
So this is what we gonna
real,
do.
for
Man. We gonna do a segment. I gotta do a segment strictly for the artists. So
Right.
next time you come up here, we definitely I'm gonna have you, Gotti, Face, and
Yeah.
a couple more of the artists come through. But this must be 2 sides, man. We gotta get up
Hey.
out of here.
Yeah, y'all have a good night.
Yes, sir.